When it comes to BORA-hansgrohe's Tour de France targets, you'd be forgiven for thinking it was a team geared entirely towards the pursuit of a historic 7th green jersey for Peter Sagan. But with the race reaching its crunch phase, attention is turning to a youthful group of German riders who have already confirmed the team's future as bright. Tour debutant Max Schachmann demonstrated his talent before a race-ending crash in Stage 14's time trial, whilst GC high flyer Emanuel Buchmann has got some asking if he could be Germany's great Tour de France hope.
I started my professional career, and then the big step came in 2017 when we stepped up to the World Tour. Then we grow up year by year and everything became more professional, and you also see it in the races and in the results, and it's nice to see the development.
It's my first participation here in the Tour. It's a debut for me, and to bring the national champion jersey to France to represent my colors, my country, is a special feeling and a special responsibility as well.
For the figurehead of the team, this development represents an achievement of a major goal since he took BORA-hansgrohe to the World Tour in 2017.
The critic voice after the Sagan sign was, it's a Sagan team. And my goal was to be not a Sagan team. For sure, Peter is super important for me and for the team. But in his slipstream, we would like to develop a lot of young guys, especially from the German language.
That development of young riders has paid dividends this year. The performances of Buchmann and Schachmann at the Tour of the Basque Country and in the Ardennes caught the eye back in spring. Meanwhile, Pascal Ackermann's 2-stage wins at the Giro d'Italia, along with the points classification jersey, confirmed him as one of the best sprinters in the world.
That's the big advantage of our new generation. We have so many different type of riders, so not only these big engine riders, we have really good climbers, really good guy for the classics, couple classics, Ardennes classics, time trials, so there's pretty much of everything there.
A main driver for this German development has been the team's backers. A sponsor since its days at pro-continental level, main sponsors Bora's growth as a young company has been heavily linked to the team. Events such as the Bora-Roubaix Challenge back in April, where 120 of the company's employees alongside Bora's CEO Willy Bruckbauer and team principal Ralph Denk rode the legendary pavé of the Hell of the North, just one example of how Bora is maximizing its support of the team.
Ich bin schon sehr stolz darauf, dass über die Hälfte meiner Mitarbeiter da spontan mitgefahren sind. Es muss ja keiner, aber es wird natürlich sehr gern gesehen, wenn man das ein bisschen spürt. Wenn man schaut, wo ist die Geschichte oder wo kommt Bora her? Wir sind eine kleine Company, wir sind ja fast noch eine Startup-Company mit unseren 11 Jahren. Und da sind wir schon sehr weit gekommen. Und wenn ich auch das Team vergleiche, wir sind jetzt das 4. Jahr Hauptsponsor im Radsport. Und wenn ich schaue, wir waren letztes Jahr 3. in der World Tour. Nur Sky und Quickstep war vor uns. Ein bisschen Luft ist nach oben, aber wir wollen schon noch weitergehen in das Ganze. Soll noch nicht das Ende der Reise sein.
Title sponsor Hansgrohe have also been keen to maximize its relationship to the cycling team it sponsors, as demonstrated when it brought 300 of its German employees to the Tour de France, riding 90 kilometers of Stage 5.
It's not just putting your logo on a rider and then hope that everything will happen. No, it's just a start. If you don't get your customers, if you don't get your staff involved, if you don't get your stakeholders involved, that's not the main purpose of cycling. The fact that we have a lot of nationalities in our team, it's not just Germans, it's not just Austrians. We have, I think we have about 10 to 14 different nationalities, and it's not just about the riders, it's also about the staff of the team. And you always, when you go in that country and in that country, there's always somebody from that country involved in some way in the team. And it helps for our stakeholders to interact with the team a lot better.
The internationality of the team and cycling in general has clearly been beneficial to the German-based sponsors. Both, though, are keen to keep encouraging the growth of cycling in their home markets by backing young talents coming through the ranks.
Dann ging das alles sehr schnell, aber es war natürlich ein großer Schritt für uns und auch eine große Aufmerksamkeit. Bora hat keiner gekannt, in Italien, Spanien, Frankreich, auch in UK nicht, ganz speziell auch in Belgien. Unterland nicht, aber heute kennt uns jeder. Und das ist ein guter Weg gewesen. Wir haben immer gesagt, das Team hat deutsche Wurzeln, aber eine internationale Ausrichtung. Und da werden wir auch dabei bleiben.
Cycling has its history since very long years in Germany, but when we started looking at sponsorship, we clearly saw that there was going to be, let's say, the market was going to go up. So people were more open to the sport. A lot of people, they know that Germany is a big market, and it's one of the most practiced sports in Germany, and that's cycling.
With the team sitting second in the UCI World Tour rankings and with some 34 race victories this season, all eyes are on its next goal of completing a German cycling revolution.
From my perspective is we need a German in a yellow jersey. That would be a super input to bring cycling on another level, and we hope for that. Last year Peter had one day the yellow jersey, and why not some days Buchmann or Schachmann or maybe Ackermann?
Yeah, I think it would be really important for the German cycling to have one rider who is in the GC in the front. Because, okay, we win a lot of sprint stages last year, but I think it would be something different if a German rider is in the GC in the front.